morning. How everybody doing this morning? Not going to be on for long, unless we get some people to actually chime in or whatever like that. Y'all already know how it is. I'm in my truck on the road. If my service go in and out, y'all just bear with me. Phone might go out sooner or later. I might get a phone call, whatever. Um, but like I always do, shout out to everybody that support me, that rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rock with me, man. I appreciate y'all, man, and all that good stuff, man. Um, title, you know, how do you deal with a broken person? Okay, what's going on, Cola? Glad for you to be here. Glad for you to be here. I know you finally caught me. Glad you're here. So I want to talk about this topic that I got right here. You know, dealing how to deal with a broken person, and as humans, you know, human beings, we go through life. You know, you're gonna have life experiences. You're gonna experience a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of betrayal. With some things can cause mental illness. It can cause a whole lot of other things. To deal with a person, if you're trying to be in a relationship, uh, okay, I got you. Go do your thing, do your thing. Get ready for your day. I know you probably got a busy day. But I know we all have dealt with a person or been in a relationship or a friendship with a person that was just broken because so many people have used and abused them, and took advantage of them, and lied to them. They had a lot of trauma in their life. They can't trust nobody. They can't trust nobody. They think everybody's against them. They think the whole world don't like them. Don't nobody love them. They feel like the black sheep. And we all been there before. I've been there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a broken person as well. Um, and dealing with someone in a relationship or something like that. We're gonna go with a relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody that been betrayed by so many people in their life. They've been through so much trauma and all that stuff. It tends to be frustrating for a person that is also broken from their own personal things, but they're willing to come into that relationship with an open mind. So the person with the open mind is gonna catch hell in their relationship because the person the person that's broken the most is gonna make it hard for that person. So it's a difficult thing. Like, how to deal with a broken person. I'm gonna just say it like this: patience. It takes a lot of patience to deal with broken people. You gotta have patience. You gotta have understanding. You gotta be logical. You know, you can't deal with a broken person reacting out of your emotions because acting out of your emotions is gonna make you do things and say things that might not be the right thing to say or do at the time. You gotta know what a person when you're in a relationship, you gotta know the person you're in a relationship with. You gotta get to know them. Okay? If you don't take time to study that person, get to know that person outside of the sex. Outside of the sex, because we get so caught up when we have sex with a person and we confuse lust and love. We confuse them to L words. A lot of times, people get in these relationships with broken people, and it's all because of lust. Maybe that person got some good sex, but if you step outside the sex and you actually get to study that person, you probably living with the person or you around the person on a daily basis. You start to see the real them and how they mind operate. A broken person in a relationship, you could be doing everything right, being faithful, being loyal, doing everything. But a person that is just broken to their core and hasn't they haven't really got no professional help, for us a therapist, a counselor or something. They haven't moved on from things that have happened to them in other relationships and stuff like that. They tend to put all that weight and all that stress on the person that's actually trying to love them and be there for them and do for them. And the only thing they're gonna do is push that person away. Because we're human. We only have a certain amount of patience for each other. Let's just be real. Even in a marriage, you got a certain amount of patience. A lot of people say, well, you got to stay in the marriage for your kids. Well, no, you don't. No, you do not. I'm not going to sit here and just say, base everything off of happiness, whether you're married or in a relationship. You shouldn't base everything off of your happiness, but you should have some kind of happiness within that relationship or that marriage. Because who want to go around being miserable all the time? You get what I'm saying? But you can't depend on the person you're with to maintain your happiness. You can't always depend on them to bring happiness to you. You got to be able to find happiness within yourself as well. And I'm gonna tell everybody out here today, before you get into a relationship, and I'm talking to myself, before you get into a relationship or you decide to marry somebody, make sure the both of you have actually got help, like a counselor or something like that. Got some help. You actually dealt with the trauma and you dealt with the things that can sabotage your relationship or your marriage. Because dealing with broken people, it's a lot of hard work. Because a lot of things, when it comes to a man and a woman, I'm talking about heterosexual relationships, marriage. When you got two broken people in a relationship, somebody is gonna have more baggage or more trauma than the next. We're not gonna have the same equal amount of trauma. No matter how you look at it, it's not gonna be equal. And we as humans, a man is only gonna have a certain amount of understanding of what a woman is going through and what her mind is thinking. You see what I'm saying? When she try to express herself. And vice versa, because men and women, for some reason, we can never get a real good understanding of each other. Maybe that's how it's designed. Maybe that's the way it goes. Maybe God made it that way. I don't know. But dealing with a broken person, patience is the key. And trust me, it get frustrating. It makes you want to like just hurt somebody. It gets on your nerve because when you're like, let's just say you're in a relationship with a broken person that's gone through so many relationships and they got did wrong in every relationship, right? Then you come along and you're being faithful, you're being loyal, you give me all your time and your attention, your undivided attention, your resources. You're doing everything See, when it gets to the point when stuff like that happens, somewhere up in there, somebody got to be the bigger person. Hey, look, now I'm doing this, doing that. I'm still, I'm giving you all my attention. I'm giving you my undivided attention. What more do you want from me? What more are you asking for? I can only do so much. We can only do so much because not only is that person broken, but you're also broken too. I don't think nobody goes into a relationship with 100% trusting anybody. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have an open mind when you go into a relationship. Okay? Now, I know everybody probably trying to figure out, well, why I made this topic, why I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. All right, cool. Maybe this is a good time to just let y'all know. Hey, I'm actually going through a divorce. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through that. Me and my wife is split up. I just so happened met somebody new, and you know, we talk, we good. But at the same time, I'm broken. But the person that I'm talking to is more broken than me. I got a therapist. This person don't have a therapist. You know what I'm saying? So things can get frustrating. It can be real frustrating dealing with someone that is just broken to their core. It's hard to put back the pieces to somebody's heart. It's hard to do that because, for one, they're not gonna let you all the way in to trust. They not gonna trust you like that. So they're not gonna let you all the way in into their heart or whatever the case. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna give you just enough. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you just enough of trust, but they're gonna always hold back because they're gonna always be on guard. Because why? Because they've been betrayed by so many other people in relationships. So I say patience is the number one thing dealing with a broken person. Now, understanding, understanding that broken person, that's a whole different thing than patience. That's a whole different thing. Let me see what Cola's saying. Cola, you write so many messages, I really can't see. Um, let's see, the first message, I think that's why, that's why it's very important to be transparent first with our brokenness. Thereafter, it's up to us to decide if we want to be in that relationship. Okay, and that's a fact. You said also the worst thing is to open up about your brokenness, and it's later used against you when that person may have been open about it from the beginning. That's a great comment right there. That's a great comment, right? I like that because anybody that has been married before, Cola, you've been married, you got your situation going on. All right, in a marriage, you're supposed to communicate with each other, right? You're supposed to communicate with each other, so you're gonna be more open. This is a person you vow to spend your life with, so you're gonna get in more detail into your personal life of things that you've been through, what your insecurities are. You're gonna get in more detail of things. But what a problem come in at is when you tell the information. like Cola said, and they reverse it when they get mad at you and they use it against you. They use that same information that you were vulnerable. You were vulnerable at the time and you told them that information. And they use that same information against you to put you in a dark space. They can break a person. They can cause a person to go silent and not talk to their partner or whatever. It causes a person to shut down. What I'm basically saying. See, I'm to the point in my life. I'm 33 years old. 33 years old. I've done everything that a straight man can do. I've done everything but died. There's the only thing left. So it's like I've seen it all. I've done it all. I've dealt with different relationships, different attitudes, different mind frames, different way of living. I've done it so much. I did this. I've been married. Now I'm going through a divorce. It's like I'm getting to the point where I feel like is all this shit worth it? Like it's like I can do bad by myself. That's how I feel sometimes. Like why even bother? Why even bother? Keep trying to start over, get in a relationship. Why even bother? Why? When everybody is broken, everybody been through so much shit. And it's like, why even bother getting into this? But then when you do decide to move forward and go into another relationship, you're dealing with somebody, and then you're doing you learn from your mistakes that you made in bad relationships, and you move forward, and everything like that. I tell you what, y'all, I'm gonna have to get back with y'all. I'm gonna get back with y'all, Cola. I'm gonna make another live. I gotta go. I got a phone call, but I'm gonna get with y'all. Okay, peace.